variety of entertainment.
Yeah, I do. It's not going to be music. I'm not going to come here and play instruments. I don't know how to play the instruments, but I do know how to take an instrument and beat somebody down with it. Especially in a bar. That's the best place to have a fight with an instrument, you know? Although anything in a bar can become a dangerous weapon, you know? Yeah, you can take a napkin and beat somebody to death with it if you hit them in the right place. Yeah. This is great. There's nobody here, so I'm not expecting any laughs. It's okay. And all the people who's drinking stuff, you might choke, you know. But I'm used to not getting laughs sometimes. I've ran into that. I was at a place once and the whole bar said, "You suck," in unison.
Seriously?
Yeah, that happened.
Wow, that's harsh.
Yeah, it's harsh. I got in my car and I cried. I did. Then I want to go back and beat everybody up. Yeah. I don't want to come across like I'm violent. You know, it's a thing when you're trying to go places and get some of these people who own these places to open their minds up and maybe want to let you do comedy there. I remember going to some of these guys who own these places and I would say, "Hey, you know, why don't you try to think about this, you know, maybe doing some comedy in your place," and they'll be real closed-minded. "No, we're not going to do that." I said, "Yeah, but you know, I think it would be something good for the people and the artists." "We're not going to do that." I said, "Well, I'll do it for free." "Well, you're just the guy we're looking for. We'll write you a check for $0. Yeah. Whenever you talk about free stuff, everybody seems to appreciate it. It's funny though, because I like a couple times I'd be in a bar and I'd be doing some jokes, and you'd have somebody in the audience who only way they'll laugh at you is if they're drunk. Yeah. I said it, yeah. Move right along. There's not much material today. I was sitting over there and I was looking at the flag that's out there. And I felt like I wanted to salute, you know, be patriotic. Although I've never been in the service. I don't know if I can be in the service, man. I have a lot of respect for those people who do that, you know. I think about some of the movies and stuff you see on television, these people on these wars and stuff. It's not realistic, man, you know. It's not like the way it is on television. You know, in real life, people get killed, they get beat up, they die, they don't come home. But in the movies, they're so heroic, you know. They'll be fighting each other and stuff. There'll be like 500 people around each other, and they give each other time to finish fighting this one person and then move on to the next person. Like, especially like the ones where they have the swords, they'll be then they move to the next person. In real life, if you stand there and you bump into somebody, they'll stab you in the neck. You know, what about like in the cowboy movies and stuff? Cowboys, they're so respectful of each other. They get into an argument, they'll be in a bar and they'll say, "I'll meet you at high noon." And the other guy knows exactly what they're talking about. In real life, if that happened, you say, "I'll meet you at high noon, man." High noon? I'm going to be high at noon. You know, it's not real. It's not real. Just like even with some of the television shows when they have the people like the cops. You know, they solve those crimes in like 30 minutes. Great cops, man. But in real life, it takes them 30 years to solve a case. Yeah, 30 years. Now, I don't want to say too much about the cops because the police department is right down the street. If you offend them, they don't have to drive you. They don't have to put you in a squad car. They can walk you to the police department. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is March. And the reason why we don't have anybody here because it's March Madness. People are home watching the sports, but it's madness anyway with the crime rate, right? Really, right. A lot of March Madness. Anyway, March all the way through the rest of the year. I was walking down the street, this guy walked up to me. He said, "Are all black people violent?" And I said, "No, sir, we only become violent when people ask us dumb questions like you just asked me." And I got mad, I pulled my gun out. And he laughed at me right in my face, and I wonder why. Yeah, put this right here to the side just in case somebody wants to get up. I can't shoot you with it, but I can beat you with it. Yeah, I was at a store just prior to that, and I ran into some more racism, man. In the drugstore, I was not that type of drugstore, Walgreens. The drugstore walking around. This guy, clerk kept following me, man. You know, I said, why does he keep following me? So I got mad. I put my best black voice. I said, hey, man, why do you keep following me? You follow me because I'm black? He said, no. That's not the only reason why I'm following you. I'm following you because you're black, you're tall, and you look suspicious. You get out of here, you come back when you're not black, you're not tall, and you're not suspicious looking. Man. But I had to appreciate his honesty. You know, I think about honesty a lot. I said, man, why can't people be honest on these jobs? Especially during the interviews. Why isn't anybody honest? They want to pretend like everything is real, what they're saying out of their mouth. They'll say a lot of dumb things in interviews. They'll say, where was your previous employer? They'll say, where do you get your hair cut? Where do you participate? Where do you go to church? What kind of sports do you play? I'm like, come on, man. You know, why don't you just flip the script on them? Be honest with them. Say, have you ever had an employee who want to choke you? Have you ever had your tire slashed by any of your employees? You're probably not going to get that job because they're probably going to walk you out of security and police be waiting on you outside. Yeah. I had a job once. Speaking of jobs, I had a job once where I worked in a gas station. And in this gas station, my very first day, my boss came up to me and he said, look, if this place ever gets robbed, don't you ever become a hero. I said, you don't have to worry about that because I'm going to be a accomplice to the crime. I'm going to help you pack everything outside. Don't worry about that. You want this shelf right here with this spam on it, you can have it. I worked in a bank once and I was over the files. People said, man, were you ever afraid of getting robbed in that bank? I said, no, because I never see nobody walk in the bank and say, I want all your files. They don't do that. They want your money. Yeah. I worked once where I was in this delivery service, and one of the main models was when you was in your van, they would say, stay one car length behind the car that's in front of you. You know, that just because, you know, because it's the safe thing to do. So I would do that. And I would stay one car behind the car that's in front of me, and another car would slide in front of me, and another car would slide in front of me. And then my boss, he said, where are you at? I said, I'm back at the base. Yeah. It didn't work out for me. Look, I'm going to go ahead and end this because this didn't really work out. Two people, a couple people snorted, snickered, and laughed a little bit. I think they was laughing at me, you know, because it was not funny. But I'm going to go ahead and move on. Y'all have a good night. Hope everybody enjoyed the two people that was here before me. And all the people that didn't show up, I don't care about you because you wasn't here anyway. And I can say, I don't want to see about you. Y'all have a good night.